Have you ever felt like you're standing still while the world rushes past you? Like no matter how hard you try to keep up, there's always someone smarter, faster, or more put together than you. If you felt like this before, or you feel like this now, I want you to know you're not alone. It's easy to get caught in the trap of thinking intelligence is something you either have or you don't, like a gift handed out at birth that you missed. But the truth is that intelligence isn't fixed. It's built. What separates intelligent people from the rest isn't that they have all the answers or that life comes effortlessly to them, far from it. It's how they approach the unknown, their willingness to adapt, and their relentless commitment to learning, even when things get uncomfortable. Intelligence is less about IQ scores and more about how you navigate life challenges, handle your emotions, and grow through setbacks. Today we're going to go through 7 simple yet powerful habits that intelligent people practice differently. These aren't unreachable ideals or traits reserved for a select few. They're mindsets and actions anyone can cultivate to live with greater clarity, purpose, and strength. As we go through these habits, I want you to remember one thing. The fact that you're here seeking this knowledge already means you're on the right path. And that's all that matters. Before we begin, please subscribe and tap the notification bell so you never miss out on more amazing videos like this. Let's get started. Masters, the art of masters. The art of adaptability. Adaptability. Life rarely unfolds the way we expect. Plans fall apart. Technology evolves faster than we can blink, and situations we thought we had figured out suddenly shift under our feet. Yet while most people fight against change, clinging to the way things used to be, intelligent individuals see change as an opportunity rather than a threat. They understand that resisting the inevitable only leads to frustration, while adaptability unlocks possibilities. Adaptability isn't about being passive or going with the flow in a careless way. It's about actively recalibrating when the situation demands it much. Like water navigating around rocks in a stream, water doesn't argue with the obstacles in its path. It simply finds a way forward. This mindset doesn't just apply to big life events, but also to the small, everyday moments. For example, an intelligent person who faces unexpected challenges at work won't waste energy complaining or blaming others. Instead, they'll look at the situation and think, what can I do differently to make this work? Adapting doesn't mean abandoning who you are. It means expanding who you are, whether it's learning a new skill, embracing a different perspective, or letting go of outdated beliefs. Adaptability helps us evolve. Start small. Commit to stepping out of your comfort zone in one area of your life. Maybe it's trying a new approach to a problem you've struggled with, or perhaps it's as simple as being open to feedback without defensiveness over time. These small shifts add up to a profound transformation. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, said it best: you have power over your mind, not outside events. Master this, and you will find strength. Adaptability is exactly that. Realizing that while you can't control the external world, you can control how you respond to it. Each time you choose to adjust and move forward, you strengthen your ability to thrive. No matter what life throws your way, find strength in acknowledging what. Find strength in acknowledging what they don't know. They don't know. Admitting that you don't know something is one of the hardest things to do in a world that prizes certainty. We're conditioned to equate intelligence with having all the answers, to fear the vulnerability of saying, I don't know. But the crazy twist to this is that the wisest and most intelligent people you'll meet are often the quickest to admit their ignorance. They don't see it as a weakness, but as a strength, a sign of their confidence and their commitment to learning. Why is this so powerful? Because when you acknowledge what you don't know, you open the door to growth. Imagine trying to fill a cup that's already full. It's impossible. Intelligent people understand that humility is the empty space that allows them to take in more. They know that admitting ignorance isn't the end of the journey, it's the beginning. In fact, this mindset was central to the philosophy of Socrates, who famously said, "The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing that's not a statement of defeat." It's a call to curiosity, a reminder that the pursuit of knowledge never ends. This habit also protects intelligent people from the dangers of arrogance and stagnation. The moment you start believing you know everything, you stop learning. You become blind to new perspectives and deaf to valuable lessons. But when you're honest about your limitations, you remain a student of life, for example. An intelligent leader isn't afraid to admit to their team, "I don't have all the answers, but I'm willing to figure it out with you." That honesty fosters trust, invites collaboration, and sets the tone for growth. So how do you build this habit? Start by paying attention to your reaction when you encounter something unfamiliar. Do you tend to know more than you do, or do you embrace the opportunity to learn? Practice saying, "I don't know, but I'd like to find out," and watch how it changes your conversations and your confidence. Surround yourself with people who challenge your thinking and don't shy away from asking them questions. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, reflected deeply on the idea of self-awareness, reminding himself to stay humble and open to wisdom from all sources. Following this path doesn't just make you more intelligent, it makes you more grounded. Each time you admit what you don't know, you take a step toward becoming the kind of person who inspires trust, curiosity, and growth in others. And most importantly, you remind yourself that intelligence isn't a destination, but a journey, one that thrives on honesty, humility, and a hunger to keep learning. Relentlessly seeks to expand their knowledge. Intelligent people know that knowledge isn't static. It's not something you acquire once and store away like a trophy. It's alive, constantly growing, evolving, and demanding attention for them. Learning isn't just a task, it's a way of life. They understand that the more they know, the more they realize how much is left to discover. This mindset isn't about chasing perfection. It's about committing to curiosity and growth. Every single day, knowledge isn't confined to books or classrooms. Intelligent individuals recognize that lessons are everywhere in conversations, failures, nature, and even silence. They actively seek out opportunities to learn, no matter how small or unconventional they may seem. For instance, they might learn something valuable from a mentor, but also from someone younger or less experienced. Appreciating that wisdom isn't tied to age or status, they see every experience as a chance to grow, every person as a potential teacher. One of the defining traits of intelligent people is their willingness to be uncomfortable in the pursuit of knowledge. Growth often requires stepping into the unknown, challenging what you think you know, and embracing the possibility of failure. Take a musician learning a new instrument, or a professional diving into a skill outside their expertise. Intelligent people don't shy away from being beginners again because they know that mastery starts with curiosity and effort. Your challenge for the week is to dedicate 20 minutes a day to learning something new, reading a book, exploring a subject online, or practicing a skill you've always wanted to develop. Seek out diverse perspectives by exposing yourself to ideas and cultures outside of your comfort zone. For example, if you're used to consuming content from one point of view, deliberately explore another, not to agree or disagree, but to understand. The Stoic philosopher Seneca once wrote, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." This timeless wisdom reminds us that there's no finish line in the journey of growth. Every bit of knowledge you gain, every skill you develop, adds a new layer to who you are. The relentless pursuit of learning doesn't just make you smarter, it makes you more adaptable, empathetic, and capable of navigating the complexities of life. And perhaps most importantly, It keeps you connected to that spark of curiosity that makes the world feel endlessly fascinating, owns their actions and their owns. Their actions and their consequences. Consequences, taking responsibility for your actions, is one of the most empowering things you can do yet. So many people avoid it. Why? Because it's uncomfortable. It forces you to confront mistakes, accept failures, and sometimes even face the pain you've caused others. But intelligent individuals understand that accountability isn't a burden. It's a tool for growth by owning their actions and the consequences that come with them. They take control of their lives instead of being at the mercy of excuses, blame, or denial. Accountability requires honesty, not just with others, but with yourself. Intelligent people don't waste time pointing fingers or making excuses when things go wrong. Instead, they ask themselves, what was my role in this? What could I have done differently? This practice isn't about self-blame or dwelling on the past. It's about learning and moving forward with greater clarity. For example, if an intelligent person makes a mistake at work, they don't try to cover it up or shift the blame. They'll say, this is what happened, this is how I contributed to it, and here's how I'm going to fix it. That kind of integrity not only earns respect, but also fosters trust and self-confidence. Owning your actions also means taking credit for your successes, but with humility, intelligent people don't downplay their achievements or act like they happened by accident. Instead, they acknowledge the effort, discipline, and decisions that got them there, while also recognizing the help they may have received along the way. This balance of confidence and gratitude makes them grounded and approachable. Building this habit starts with self-reflection. The next time you face a challenge or conflict, pause and ask yourself, what part of this do I control? How can I take responsibility for the outcome? It might feel uncomfortable at first, but over time you'll start to notice little changes by owning your actions. You'll claim your power. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, emphasized this principle when he wrote, "You have power over your mind, realize this, and you will find strength in owning your choices." You take charge of your life. You stop being a passive participant and instead become the architect of your own story. Accountability isn't a limitation, it's freedom. It's the knowledge that while you can't control everything that happens, you can always control how you respond. And in that response lies your greatest power. Transforms criticism into a blueprint for growth. Blueprint for growth. Most people shrink at the sound of criticism. It feels like an attack, a reflection of our shortcomings, or worse, a judgment of our worth. But intelligent individuals approach criticism differently. Instead of taking it personally or dismissing it outright, they use it as a mirror, a tool for self-awareness and growth. They understand that behind every critique, whether constructive or harsh, lies an opportunity to improve, refine, and evolve. The key lies in how they process it. Intelligent people don't let their emotions take over when faced with criticism. Instead of reacting defensively, they pause and ask themselves, is there truth in this? Even if it's uncomfortable, what can I learn from it? By separating their ego from the feedback, they focus on the value it offers. For instance, an intelligent person receiving critical feedback on a project won't waste time being offended or making excuses. They'll take the time to evaluate the input, identify areas for improvement, and apply what's valuable. It's important to note that not all criticism is equal. Intelligent people are discerning about the source and intent of the feedback. They know how to filter out noise comments that stem from jealousy, misunderstanding, or negativity, and focus on feedback that comes from a place of insight or care. This ability to distinguish between helpful and harmful criticism ensures every passing comment does not derail them from today. Try to change how you perceive criticism instead of seeing it as an attack. View it as a gift, an opportunity to see yourself from another perspective. Practice listening without interrupting or defending yourself, and reflect before you respond. You don't have to agree with every critique, but you should always consider it thoughtfully. The Stoics often spoke of welcoming feedback as part of self-mastery. Marcus Aurelius himself wrote, "If anyone can refute me, show me I'm making a mistake, or looking at things from the wrong perspective, I'll gladly change." This mindset is a hallmark of intelligence. By embracing criticism instead of fearing it, you turn it into a catalyst for progress. It's not about being perfect, it's about striving to be better. One honest reflection at a time. When you treat criticism as a blueprint for growth, you unlock the courage to improve and the resilience to thrive. No matter what others say, seeks truth by questioning with intention. Truth by questioning with intention in a world overflowing with information. Finding what's true or false often feels like a needle in a haystack. Everywhere we turn, we are bombarded with opinions, assumptions, and surface-level narratives designed to capture our attention rather than deepen our understanding. But intelligent people approach the world differently. They don't simply accept what they're told, nor do they aimlessly question everything in an act of rebellion. Instead, they ask intentional, thoughtful questions that guide them toward clarity. The act of questioning isn't about being contrarian or skeptical for the sake of it. It's about staying curious and committed to finding what's real. Intelligent people understand that truth isn't always obvious. It's layered, nuanced, and sometimes uncomfortable. They approach learning like peeling back the layers of an onion, digging deeper until they uncover something meaningful. For example, if someone presents a strong opinion, an intelligent person doesn't jump to agree or disagree. Instead, they pause and ask themselves, what's the reasoning behind this? Does it align with what I know? Could there be more to the story? This practice isn't just about external truths, it's also about questioning oneself. Intelligent individuals have the humility to ask hard questions about their own beliefs, actions, and motivations. They're not afraid to wonder, am I holding on to this belief because it's true or because it's comfortable? This inner dialogue is where real growth begins. By challenging their own assumptions, they create room to learn and evolve. To develop this habit, you can practice daily. The next time you encounter new information, whether it's a headline, a conversation, or a claim someone makes, take a deep breath before reacting. Ask yourself questions like, what's the evidence behind this? Who benefits from this perspective? Is there another angle I haven't considered? Over time, this simple practice sharpens your ability to discern what's meaningful from what's noise. The Stoics often emphasize this principle with Epictetus, reminding us to examine our judgments before we accept them as truth. Today, that wisdom is more relevant than ever. When you learn to question with intention, you give yourself the gift of clarity in a confusing world. You're no longer swayed by fleeting trends or shallow narratives, because you've built the skill of seeing beyond the surface. And in that truth-seeking process, you don't just understand the world better, you understand yourself better too. Leverages discomfort as a catalyst for progress. Leverages discomfort as a catalyst for progress. Discomfort is one of life's greatest teachers, yet most people run from it. It's human nature to seek comfort, to build routines that feel safe and predictable, but intelligent people recognize that the most significant growth often comes from leaning into discomfort, not avoiding it. They understand that pain, uncertainty, and challenge are not obstacles to be feared, but opportunities to transform. Think about it, every major breakthrough in life, whether it's learning a new skill, overcoming a fear, or achieving a goal, starts with a period of discomfort. Intelligent people see this as a necessary step, not a punishment. For instance, when faced with a difficult task, They don't shy away because it's hard or unfamiliar. Instead, they ask, what can this teach me? How can I grow from this experience? This mindset shifts their focus from fear to possibility. Whether it's starting a business, rebuilding after failure, or stepping into a difficult conversation, they embrace the discomfort because they know it's the price of progress. This approach requires both courage and patience. Discomfort doesn't offer instant rewards, it demands perseverance. Intelligent people remind themselves that growth is rarely linear, like a seed struggling to break through the soil. The process is messy, uncertain, and often frustrating, but they trust that the discomfort will eventually lead to something greater. They've learned to sit with attention and let it do its work, knowing it's shaping them into a stronger, wiser version of themselves. While practicing this won't be easy, you can always start by reframing how you view discomfort instead of seeing it as a sign to stop. See it as an indicator that you're pushing your boundaries. Practice leaning into small challenges each day, a difficult workout, a new task at work, or even a tough conversation. Over time, you'll build the resilience to face bigger challenges, with the same mindset as the Stoic philosopher Seneca wisely observed. Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body. By leveraging discomfort, you transform it into fuel for progress. It's not about seeking out pain for its own sake, but about embracing it when it comes, knowing that it's leading you somewhere better each time you face discomfort. With courage, you expand your capacity to grow, adapt, and thrive. You prove to yourself that you're capable of more than you imagined, and in that realization lies true intelligence. Embracing the habits of intelligent people doesn't mean becoming perfect or knowing everything. It means choosing growth over comfort, curiosity over complacency, and responsibility over blame. It's about acknowledging what you don't know and seeking to fill that gap, owning your actions and their consequences, and turning every moment of discomfort into a stepping stone toward progress. Each of these habits, whether it's questioning with intention, embracing feedback, or relentlessly pursuing knowledge, is a conscious choice voice to become better every single day. The truth is that intelligence isn't just about facts and figures. It's a way of living, a mindset that thrives on learning, adapting, and improving. It's about becoming more aware of yourself, your actions, and your place in the world. And the best part, you have the power to cultivate these habits with patience, practice, and perseverance. You can embody the same mindset that drives the most successful, resilient, and insightful people in history. So if you're ready to step into that journey of growth, to unlock your true potential, and to start making smarter, more intentional choices every day, hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. We focus on topics that empower you to take control of your life. Think deeper and become the best version of yourself. See you in the next one.